I love Nico Hines saying there, being quite frank, being honest, and admitting to the fact that he has been thinking about that goal kicking streak. That's nice because you would typically expect the NRL player to be like, nah, mate, stop being on my mind. I'm just focused on, you know, getting the win for my team, training well, all this stuff. But Nico Hines is a very candid individual, a very honest individual, and it's someone that very much sort of inspires me, not in a playing sense, but in a human sense. I live a very pastoral life here in my residence. It's my building. It's my role in this building to sort of take care of others from a mental health perspective. And Heinz certainly is someone that inspired me to do that. And then on the other side, to be very open about my own life. There's very little that I hide from people. And I think that's nice. I think that's powerful. And so, you know, I love Nico Hines as a player. I've always really liked Nico Hines as a player. I started to write a video about him once, which I've still got like about half written. It will probably one day become a video because it's just about his life story, really, which is incredibly inspiring. If you're not familiar with it, go listen to any like podcast interview with Nico Hines because he's had a very crazy upbringing. He's seen things and he saw things as a kid that a lot of kids would struggle to come out the other side of, that no kid should have to see. And yet, at every single juncture, he turned it into a positive thing. Something to motivate further, to drive forward. The old thing of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I don't normally agree with that saying, but for the case of Nico Hines, it 100% absolutely does ring completely true. All right, anyway, that's just me fangirling a little bit. How about we get into the teams for... I was muted that whole time. I'm so sorry. That's really funny. I must have just misclicked. I swear I clicked on mute. That's really, really funny. That's so very funny. Because I just delivered a brilliant... I know that was a long time. I delivered a heartfelt discussion about how much I love Nico Hines. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I gave a proper, authentic, I'm not kidding. A lip reader could confirm this. I gave a proper, emotional analysis of why I connect with Nico Hines, why he inspires me as a person, why I made a video about him. I half wrote it. And I'm sorry, I was just locked in. I wasn't even reading chat. That's so funny. I'm not going to re-deliver it. I'll just say it another time. But my God, I was getting emotional. I was getting emotional saying it about how much Nico Hines inspires me as a person. And then I went into the teams for this game and said that it's not a spoon bowl because the Dragons aren't in it. And then went through the changes just for no ball laid onto the bench. I'm really annoyed about that. That's so funny. Oh, we heard the Hines speech. Oh, okay, good. Nico Hines wasn't muted. That's good. Okay, at least. Why would it have muted when I changed? That's weird. That's not supposed to happen. Anyway, whatever. At least I wasn't muted throughout all of that. Well, yeah, anyway, not a spoon bowl. Insane the way that the Tigers have fallen, though. I'm just gonna try this one more time. Hang on. Okay, no. I thought maybe me changing the different, they're called scenes, is what made it muted, but no. Evidently not that. I don't know, that's very strange. Regardless. Well, you didn't miss anything about the teams. You didn't miss anything about the teams. The coaches have named pretty much exactly what they named to start this week. Interesting to see Stafford Toa there. When you look at the likes of Junior Tupou and Patrick Herbert starting, I would be starting Stafford Toa over Patrick Herbert personally, but anyway. Anyway, thoughts on Winston being added to RL26? He deserves it. The way he is stuck with that game, he deserves it. He really does deserve it. Leaguie, do you remember the Boons Bowl? Of course I remember the Boons Bowl. Though I will maintain, and I was initially hesitant about letting you guys know about this because it ruins the joke, but you guys didn't believe me anyway. So, for those that don't know, there's a running joke in the Leaguie community about the Spoon Bowl being the Boons Bowl, and the reason why we call it the Boons Bowl is because in the 2024 NRL Rewind, I referred to it as the Boons Bowl. And like, as I was recording it, I was like, the Boons Bowl, Spoon Bowl, and like corrected myself and then all this stuff. That was scripted. That was a written joke. I intentionally said Boons Bowl and then corrected to Spoon Bowl. I'm glad I convincingly enough acted it out so that you guys don't believe me when I say it was scripted. But it was scripted. It was not a genuine mistake. But I love that that joke has carried through now nearly 2 years. Because that is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Thanks, South. Thanks, South. Kids are screaming, TV's broken, and jersey ripped apart. Ollie, I'm pretty sure you don't have kids. And if you have kids, I'm kind of concerned because you are not old enough to be having kids. No, you didn't? As in, no, you didn't script it? Okay. You can believe what you want to believe. Sure. I refuse to believe that was scripted. That's up to you. That's your prerogative. I suppose you're allowed to do that. I suppose you are allowed to do that. Oh, man. I'm just looking at that scoreboard and I'm like, I need to watch this for the next 2 hours and commentate. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. At all. At all. First 15 Rugby, good to see you here. Says, good to see you, brother. What are we saying? Low scoring crime with both teams low on confidence or a risk-free edge-to-edge high scoring style? Well, I certainly, for my own sake, happy to commentate this game. Hope it's going to be the next one. If we get a 16-14 game, or even worse, a 16-8 game. It's the last game of the week. It is an absolute poo slinger of a game, and I'm just not here for that. If we get 30-26, absolutely I'm here. Having Eels NRLW and NRL on at the exact same time is horrible by the NRL? Yes, it is. That is horrible. I imagine that maybe they didn't have any choice. I like to think with things like this that the NRL do that seem like, you know, just to make no sense. Hopefully it's because they tried to move things around and couldn't, but I don't know. This feels like an 86 game that goes to Golden Point. I don't think so. I think this feels very high scoring personally. But anyway, oh, I haven't even put up the poll. I need to put up the poll for sure. Okay. Let's put the poll up on YouTube. I think that there'll be a lot more love for Parramatta. But we do have a lot of Tigers fans that are in the chat. A lot more than Parramatta fans, so... What if the game ends the same as it did last time? What was last time? I feel like these two teams have played, like, you know, good matches with each other in the past just because they've both sort of been around the lower echelons of the ladder for a little bit of time now. Although, that's not true for Parramatta. It's not true for Parramatta. Within the last 10 years, they've been a consistent top 4 team, which is kind of crazy to think. Okay, poll is up. Para win this game. Tigers are an absolute mess right now. I agree. I do agree. And if they do win this game, I will have tipped a perfect week. Which would be very cool. Whoa! Rugby02's been watching for 50 consecutive streams. You, sir, need to touch some grass. You need to go get a hobby. You need to do something else with your time. Because this is not okay. 15 I would have taken. 50. You know the meme of the dude that's like... That's the glasses. That's my new video. The Challenger Silver Cup. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do players that are playing for both teams. Okay. Lock-in season. Challenger Silver Cup. This we know. Future Jerome the White Cup, but that doesn't count because he hasn't played for them yet. It's going to be a shootout tonight, y'all think? I think it's going to be try for try, so it's going to be quite high scoring. I'm not reading the chat right now because I want to lock in. I want to, actually come up with these answers myself. I'm amazed I'm not thinking of more people, like, immediately. The Ryan Madison Cup. The Kelma-Tuolungi Cup. The Josh Adokar Cup. I still haven't got an answer that I'm satisfied with, though. Yeah, Ryan Madison we got. Jock Madden? Jock Madden didn't play for Para, did he? Is it the Safano Utua Commando Cup? I don't think he played first grade for Para, unfortunately. Oh, Parramatta in their all-yellow jersey. I like the all-yellow jersey for Para. There's so many clubs in the league that wear blue. The Roosters wear blue. The Warriors wear blue. Knights is a half-blue kit. Cronulla wear blue. I like when Parramatta are like, yeah, we're just going to go yellow, because no one wears yellow. I think that's cool. It's something different. Moses, of course. How do I not think of Mitch Moses? That's the one. That's the one. Adokar didn't play first grade at Tigers. I disagree. I think he did. I'm looking that up. I think he played like a handful of games, like less than 10 games for the Tigers. 9 games for the West Tigers. Noah of ball knowledge. Noah of ball knowledge. That's brilliant for myself if I don't say so myself. I love that. Para's blue is obviously the best blue. I actually agree with that. The multicultural round blue is the best blue. This feels like probably slightly better lighting, but it's less green, so I'm gonna go with this. Is that not enough lighting? It probably isn't enough lighting. Lorenzo, I am very impressed. We have established that you have geographical ball knowledge. So you are a geographical knower of ball. Echo? There's Echo? There shouldn't be. Is anyone else getting Echo? I can't wait to see the reaction of the crowd when Adam Dewey he gets the ball. I'm not muted. I can see I'm not muted. Fun fact, Talon Silver and Marky Mark are technically in the same level because they're both being yelled at by their halfbacks. I don't know if that's really how we judge things, but sure. No echo? Good. Hello, smart guy. Good to see you. Guess who just beat Sunderland 3-1 in FIFA 09? Why are you playing old FIFAs? I saw, Money got as well the other day. I was playing FIFA 16. Oh, here we go.
Lorenzo Theraborn just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
There we go. Who's ready for the lullaby game? It's going to put me to sleep. I think there's going to be actually a fair bit of entertainment. It's just there's no stakes whatsoever. Oh, no, your soundbite echoed you. Right, okay, got it. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. I always get terrified. Okay. 50 games for Talon De Silva? Really? Wow. That is way more than I would have thought. He's played in 5 NRL seasons? And he's only 21? Brother is getting numbers. Oh my stars. Damn. I can't play a FIFA newer than FIFA 14. Is that because of... Oh, it's because of the console you have. I see. I see. That's alright. 14's the best FIFA anyway. All right. So the Tigers, as they walk out onto a ground that is associated with Parramatta, that is in Parramatta, against Parramatta. Here come the Tigers. It is, you know, a really, really tough time for them right now. It is a really tough time for them. What a guard of honor they have. It's for Happy Carousel. That's lovely to see. But, you know, penny for the thoughts of Adam Tuehi here. Look at that. It's got a, I know in Hawaii they call it a luau, I think. I don't know. I don't want to call it that because I don't know if it's actually the same thing. But it's got a decorative wreath around his head with the word Coruscant on it. I imagine it's a Fijian cultural thing. Love it. As they clap on multi-premiership winner Apisai Coruscant, who does a tough job leading these Tigers week in, week out. But he grew up supporting Wests, and he loves it. He loves it. That's a big old guard of honor, as Andrew Voss says, to walk through there. It's annoying when I have a thought, and then the commentator says it, and then I still want to say it, but it sounds like I'm just copying the commentator. Ninja, I don't think that's true. Is Coruscant retiring? No. This is game 250 for him. I don't think he has any plans to retire yet. Did you know Rugby League 2 correctly predicted the exact score of Storm versus Bulldogs on a Friday night? Well, there we go. Well, I mean, even a broken clock, right, is correct. 2 aways today. The Fancy Bombers are beating the West End Bulldogs 54-12 at the start of the second half in Lowood. Their B-grade team went down to the Lowood Stags, while they won in C-grade over West End as well. I'm so happy to know that. Thank you very much for the update on the Fancy Bombers. Here we go. I watch on Foxtel Go, Louis. We're about to get underway. There is absolutely no one out there. It's not like these are two Western Sydney Heartland teams playing in the Heartland of Western Sydney, so not surprising. There's the kickoff if you want to sync up with me. Jesus Christ. Look, I understand why, you know, Tigers fans might not want to show up for the Tigers right now. I'm a bit surprised about Parramatta, though. This is a rare opportunity where, like, they're heavily expected to win a game. It's in Parramatta, but, you know, regardless. I really would, if I had any power to do so, would just lower the prices of NRL tickets. I think that it's so clear to me that we should have bigger crowds and lower prices. The revenue will be the same. Revenue will be the same because you're selling a higher volume of tickets. Yeah, anyway. Whatever. Moses with a kick. West Tigers is not a Western Sydney team. Yes, they are. Yes, they absolutely are. What are you talking about? Tigers fans refused to show up because they didn't appreciate the position they were asked to sit. I was like, what are you talking about? No, yeah, that's nice. Maybe they saw that there was a ticket lockout, and they were like, oh, no. Can't do it there. Can't do it there. Yeah, but Leaguie, have you taken into consideration that Parrot is bad? Sure. But that's not really a new thing, is it, Mario? I don't know. It's just these two teams should never have less than 20,000 to a game, especially at this ground, against each other. That, like, I mean, I know that this is me, you know, being a little bit, oh, it's all about the Roosters, but unless it's like a Thursday night or a Friday 6 p.m., the Roosters bring 20,000 fans to every game. Every game. We do. At least. I say baseline. This is out in the heart of Parramatta. They're playing against Parramatta. Two teams that are from, you know, the Tigers aren't really from that area, but they're from in and around that area. I'm shocked. I'm pretty shocked. De Bellin, back to find Ronald Volkman there. And he's down here, Kalmatualangi. He is down badly. De Silva will find Volkman. So this is going to be the last of Samrani gets tackled. In the hands of Volkman. Puts a kick up over the top there. Moses went up for it. Tapped it back. It's there to be won. It's knocked up in the air by Buller. Seyfarth gets it. And will be forcing goal. How many do the Warriors bring? I'm not honestly sure. It'd be more than the Roosters, though. Hope of doing stuff in the comp kind of matters when going to a game? Yeah, I know. But I'm still surprised that there's not, like... I mean, okay, this crowd maybe 15,000. Maybe. There should be a baseline of 15,000 Parramatta Eels supporters. And I'm blaming the Eels, but, you know, Tigers as well. At least combined, who go to a game no matter what. And then others on top who are like, look, you know, it's a Sunday afternoon. It's a perfect time slot to go out to a game of footy with the family. I'm going to head out and do it. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Last time I checked, Leichhardt or Concord is not in Western Sydney. But Campbelltown is. It is the inner west. But yeah, I think they should be based further out west. But they do represent literally Campbelltown. So they are a Western Sydney team. Moses underneath to fight Kelma to Leaguie. Are we really saying Campbelltown's not in Western Sydney? Do we need to pull up a map of Sydney and look at how far west Campbelltown is? Damn, okay. Short ball there from Volkman. Does Southwest not count as West? So the Tigers are South Sydney team? Is that what we're saying? That's not a good error there from Parramatta. I mean, never do you have a good error, but still, that was in very good attacking ball territory, and May comes up with it, of the Terrell variety. Okay, a Parramatta a Western Sydney team, would we say? Or would Madsen specifically say? Penalty given away there by Para. So Tigers, they'll take that start, that's for sure. They'll take that start. Hello, Shasha. I'm surprised Dragon fans still go to games with how much it is to go to a game and with them losing most of their games. They're loyal. Dragons fans are quite loyal. Again, like, yeah, prices is not something that I'm happy with at all. I'd love them to come down, but they are loyal. Seatown absolutely is, but to be fair, the Warriors also seemingly represent the Gold Coast. I mean, yeah, lots of Kiwis up there. Lots of Kiwis up there. Got a whistle here. I'm not sure what it's for. Oh, second ball in play. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Duahi with it. Haven't noticed any loud booing when he gets the ball. Maybe Tigers fans have forgiven him, or maybe there's no Tigers fans who have actually shown up. That's probably more likely. How much GTA 6 will you play in a day when it comes out? I will play it until I can no longer play it. Until I need to go to bed. Pretty much. Alright. Terrell May with it. Madsen, would you say Liverpool's Western Sydney? Because the Tigers represent Liverpool. Kick from Duahi. Up over the top. Underneath it. It's going to be Junior Tupou. Went up for it. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he knocked it on, though. And that is the ruling. Liverpool, that's an England win. I know. Not that Liverpool. Not that Liverpool. Different Liverpool. Different Liverpool. All right, run there from Pensini. Good to see him back. He spent a little bit of time out injured this season, but despite not really... He's not hit the heights that I thought he would. A few years ago, he was like a really good up-and-coming centre. Really good up-and-coming centre. But still a fundamentally solid person. Player. Adokar in space. The Fox down the touchline has got support inside. Is he going to use it? He's not going to use it. And he loses the ball. And Russell... Is it Russell or is it Samrani? I always look at them and think that they look exactly the same. It is Samrani. He's furious. And you can absolutely understand why. Russell's not playing. Holy, Samrani was there. He was a little bit behind. That made the pass a bit awkward, but Adokar just wanted to take on Buller. That's a poor decision there, unfortunately. Liverpool is southwest. I find that very hard to believe. Liverpool is more north than Matraville. Oh, Matraville is South Sydney. We're very much defining Western Sydney then as pretty much like Northwestern Sydney then. Parramatta is Greater Western Sydney. West Tigers is Western Sydney. Two different things. I don't know anymore. I don't know. Well, I do firmly believe the West Tigers are a Western Sydney team. Certainly as I defined it. Madsen has a different definition, and I don't think we're going to agree on a definition. I haven't heard of Southwest Sydney really referred to in terms of rugby league as a region, but yeah. Eels finally scored in NRLW LCR, but let's go. Happy for them. Yeah, bad error there. Twal, he tried the offload and he just lost it. Lost it straight down. If we're going to get the high scoring tri-fest that I thought we might get in this game, those errors aren't going to help. What do you think of Broncos players living on the Gold Coast? My dad feels very strongly about it, but I don't see a huge problem with it. Doesn't matter where they live if they play well. And they are the premiership winners, so evidently, you know, it's not a huge issue for them. They can live where they want. I know this year wasn't good for them, but they won the premiership. They won the premiership. What do you think of the Broncos players living on... Oh, no, sorry. I just read that out. I don't know why I went to read that twice. Knock on there. Knock on there. It's just bad play from both of these teams. And yeah, wow. This could be a slinger of poo, that's for sure. Okay. Question for Madsen. Because we've obviously... This game is not interesting. Are Penrith the Western Sydney team? I'm being a bit disingenuous here, but I'm having fun with it, so I'm going to do it anyway. Because if Penrith are a Western Sydney team, as opposed to a Northwestern Sydney team, Penrith is further north than Manly. And Manly are definitely a North Sydney team. So... I know that's not how it works, and I'm being a little bit of a silly Billy, but I'm sorry, I'm making fun of it. I'm making fun of it. Smart Guy says, I've located Pringles. But it's no Smiths, and I'm told consistently, relentlessly, that if it's no Smiths, then it's no game? Is that what they say? I don't know. Mate, you didn't know where Woollahra was until I told you a few weeks ago. If you asked me to point it out on a map, I wouldn't know. I can't remember. Do I hit with it? Pervert the pervert! Can he get there? He's so close. He might have done it. He might have done it. No, it's going to go off as a no try. It's no try. I guess I just have a much more broad definition of Western Sydney. Man, you know what it probably is? It's definitely this. It's 100% this. It is me being a Cronulla Sutherland Shire boy of like, oh, if it's not in the Shire and it's not in a city, then it's Western Sydney. That's pretty much my interpretation of it. He's got close. He's got very close. The Tigers fans are taking that as a try. I know certainly there's going to be a lot of Tigers fans who are upset that this isn't ruled a try if it isn't ruled a try. But let's see here. I think he's got there. The leg gets in the way, but I think there is one frame that shows that he's got the ball down. The ball, on my screen, the ball's currently still in the air. But the frame after that, I think it's touched a blade of white grass. I think it has. How does one accumulate the nickname Herbert the Pervert? You just got to have a surname that rhymes with a word. They're going to support the live decision. There's going to be a lot of people not happy with that. It's unlucky that the leg of I think it's Katonga got in the way. But it's going to be an inconclusive one, really. I would still give this, personally. I would still give this. Maybe it's because I want to see a try. I think there's whiteness on that ball. I think it's a try.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Up Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue. Up Cronulla, the name of the shark fits you. Sharks, sharks forever. Go out and play without fear. Now it's time to see good football for the Sharks are here. Up the dolphin emoji, dolphin emoji, dolphin dolphin emoji.
Not dolphin emoji. It's fully done you dirty there by saying dolphin emoji. That is rough. Thank you for 31 of the King's Finest Rugby League dollars. That's much appreciated, Will. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very glad that your Sharks got a win, mostly because I wanted to see South Sydney lose. But yeah, they're playing brilliantly, your Sharkies. You must be so, so happy. Will says, I love you, Dylan. And I love you too, as long as you keep giving me lots of $30. I'm blatant. I'm blatant at times. I'm very blatant at times. Dolphin emoji is so sad though. It's done you dirty. It's done you very, very dirty. Thank you so much, Will. Thank you. Keep on editing stuff, Will. Keep on editing stuff. Anyway, it's Tigers ball. In all of that, Para just carried the ball over the touchline there. Dwayne with it. Short ball, May. So they've got a chance maybe to exert a bit of rugby league justice. Coruscant will just go himself. In the hands of Luai. Now Dwayne here. On to find Doreen Buller. Ball goes out the back. It's done well to... he's done well to keep it in field there, Sunita River. And there's a rule of penalty. Rule of penalty. High contact. So, Tigers get another opportunity here. Do you love the rest of us? Less. Notably less, actually. But yes. Smart Guy says, if I seek employment and purchase a donation, can I make a really long text-to-speech message? You can make it that long. That was... I will say, there's also like a... in terms of my own interpretation of it, there's definitely a direct correlation between how long I would expect to take or accept a text-to-speech message to be and how much money has been donated. If someone's donating like $100, they can say what they can write Homer's Odyssey in there, and I'll be like, that's fine. I'll let it read out. If you're donating someone just redeemed $2 and reading the Bible,
It's underscore Hasman just redeemed. Change the background color orange because West Tigers are a Western Sydney team. I will die on this hill, Madsen.
I mean, Western suburbs. Western suburbs, right? You know, literally Western suburbs. Right, it is. There we go. Good defense from Parramatta. They do survive. It's still 0-0. Can one of these teams please do something? I kind of need them to do something here. Kind of need them to do something. Thoughts on the Malaysia F1 track? I have never seen an F1 race in Malaysia. I've never raced the track in any of the F1 games. I'm really not familiar with it. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. Ha! So the Greater Western Sydney Swans are Western Sydney team. That is a niche Leaguie reference. That is a very niche 6-month-old Leaguie reference. I am very impressed that you've come up with that. One joke in one short 6 months ago, and you're like just pulling that from the back of your mind. That is incredible dedication. That's tragic, Hasman. You've got got there. You've got got.
That's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Homer's Odyssey.
Well played. That's very well played. That is very, very, very well played from Ryu Watson. That's good stuff. Well done. Well done. That's great. Oh, Makasini has tossed the ball. This might be the worst game of rugby league I've ever seen. It's a penalty, Tigers. Why not? Just give it to them, bro. It's fine. Who cares? Nothing matters anymore. I want to go. I've got a thumbnail to make. I need to go after this. You know what I need to do? The moment this stream ends, I need to get out of this monkey suit, get dressed, and go sit in the common room of my building for like 3 hours with some pens. That's what I've got to do. It's a hard life. It's not easy. Tough times. That's a massive kick for touch. When Leaguie said Homer's Odyssey, I thought he was going to say homophobia. No, if someone donated $100 and then just said a homophobic slur, that would... I'd take the money. I ain't letting it play out, though. What you got to do with some pens? I got to wait for people to come and pick up the pens. so that they can write a lot of information on whiteboards. Oh, jeez, another knock on. This is the worst game of rugby league I've seen in my life. And a penalty. Sure. Yeah, just do it. Just why not? Just give him a penalty. Just fine. Does it matter? No, it's the only way either of these teams can actually make it up the field because they're that diabolically terrible. It's actually a freaking joke. I'm crashing out. Tigers are apparently 7 out of 10 with completion rate. That blows my mind. 4 errors apiece in 16 minutes. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. What did you expect, though? I expected uninhibited, free-flowing attacking footy, where sides won't necessarily have the best execution, but it will be execution that creates opportunities. This is the thing. They're making errors at the wrong ends of the field. They're making errors in attack. I need them to make errors in defense so the other team gets an attacking opportunity. It's so annoying. So annoying. Tough, watch this. Jeez, yes it is. Score a try, score a try, score a try, score a try, score a try. Please just score a try. I need a try to be scored here. Kelly gets a pass away. Pensini, crabbing across field. Has outside man, goes himself randomly. Gets an offload away though. De Silva, again, 2 more dummies. There is no structure. Structure is optional. Tuolangi with it. Oh my god. I think it's Nairobi, isn't it, Lorenzo? Kick from Mitchell Moses. And it's caught and knocked on. It was caught in goal by Parramatta. All he had to do was fall down to Jordan Samrani. Loses the ball because it's just that kind of day. It is just that kind of day. This is legitimately, I think, the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Bruh.
He's trying.
He really is. You feel better now? No! No, I don't feel better. I've still got like an hour and a half of this. It makes me sad.
Well, that's why you get the big bucks, baby. That's why you get the big bucks.
Poo slingers.
Absolute certified rugby league verified Sunday afternoon 4 p.m. time slot slinger of poo. That's what this game is. 6 more. Sure. I guess. Thank you so much for the $5 though. Yoda the Jedi. That's a brilliant username. That's a brilliant username. Good stuff. Yeah, Watson, that would have been a very funny joke to make, to be fair. But I can understand why you didn't do it. Ah, man. This is just not fun. Bro sounded low cocuinely sad. I am sad. Dewey over the top. It's over the touchline. If it wasn't the last game of the week, if I wasn't, you know, like in a position where I've got so much to do for the rest of the day, so much to do. I've actually got like, as well as the pens, as well as the edited video, I've got like 3 other things to do. I would be like, I'd be very entertained. If I was just watching this game, I'd be like, this is so funny. Haha, neither of these teams are good at playing rugby league football. But no. No. League just play 27-0. I might genuinely just do that. I'd be like, oh yeah, one of these teams has scored. No points in 20 minutes is a joke. A joke. DeBellin. To find Nyongi, now the heads of Falkman. Adokar playing back row and Kartonga's on the wing. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. Falkman at a dummy half. Is he going to get 6 more there? No, will not. I can't believe it, Lorenzo, how there's 20 minutes left in the first half. Kick from Moses, up over the top. Buller's underneath it. Who cares? Not me. Good take from Jareem Buller. Great. Yeah, wow, one of the takes I've ever seen.
This is superhuman. This is unbelievable.
Oh, my God. Sure. So, run there from Sunny, it's the river. Can this just be over? Can I just share stream the rest of this? Actually, it won't help me at all because I need my laptop to do anything that I need to do here. That's annoying. Can you play the Xavier Savage goodbye? Sure. Was it from a Xavier Savage thing? I mean, he said it so many times, there's no way of knowing which one that was particularly from. But yeah, wow. Both teams look like they don't want to be there. Yeah, and so does this green-clad commentator. So true. Is Adam playing for the Tigers? Yes. Playing number 7. Slowest and most boring game award. West Tigers fans, that's the second thing you guys won over the last 20 years. Is that a rewind reference? That's a rewind reference, isn't it? It is. What was the original award that I gave them? Samarani catches it and he's knocked it on again, has he? No, he's claiming it. He's claiming it. I forgot to try. Yes!
They're running up so thick and strong and kicking up the heels. If you want to see how football's played, then come and see the Eels.
If they take this off him, I swear. I thought he knocked it on again, to be honest. But wow. What a try. One of the great tries I've ever seen. He nearly lost it. He nearly lost it. He very nearly lost it, but he did hold it. He did hold it. He did hold it. Nice. I like Shasha say, won't be surprised if this game ends at 0-0 after the try. Good timing. Just say it again, please. Next time there's a team on the attack and then they'll score. Can you put in Scandinavian shin kicking instead of this NRL Sunday slot? Nah, I still got loyalty. Still got loyalty. Lucy Espanol also just scored 28-6 now. I like Lucy Spain. She seems good. And it's a funny surname. Most forced happy reaction to a try I've ever seen. It is the case that I'd rather not be here. And I've made no secret of that. But I am actually genuinely happy that we got to see something happen. Oh, yes, it was. Passive-aggressive little bitch of the year award. I'm a funny person, you know. I'm a funny person sometimes. No. It's not going to get taken off, please. Oh, it is confirmed. It is confirmed. Okay. Thank God. Why were they a passive-aggressive little bitch of the year award? Was it to with the signing announcement? I think that was the year before. I don't remember. Yeah, those rewind videos are funny. I should rewatch this year's one. And Moses gets it. I thought he was going to miss it first, but it's a good kick in the end. Nope, that's not the right team. Goal from Parramatta. Lockie Galvin. Oh, yeah. Ah, yeah. Good point. True. That's funny. The 2025 Rewind is the greatest YouTube video of all time. No glaze. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I'm not going to... Ow, I've just hurt my ankle really badly. I sprained it earlier in the week and I've just banged it up against my table. Oh, that hurts. That actually... Ah! Oh, that really hurts. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, the rewind, I was really happy with it. I think it is one of the best videos I've made. Probably the best written video I've made. But I'm going to release this year's one probably just after the season ends, which is really soon, and I probably need to plan for it a bit more. Because just at the end of the year, like it doesn't get the hype that it requires. Actually, I'll release it after the World Cup. I'll release it once the Rugby League year is done. But anyway, you good, bro? I'm really not. I'm really not. I've just banged my ankle right up against this metal bar on my table. I'm actually in some pain. That's okay. It's okay. We lock in. Mind over matter. We're good. We're fine. We're locked in. So good. Never better. Never better. My ankle's not currently on fire. Luai with it. Dummies. Against his future club, the Parramatta Eels. He's going to make the move west to a Western Sydney club. Coruscant at the back to find Buller. Dummies is still under the fort, so they've got one more after this, and they'll need it because it's tackled there. Back now to find Adam Duehi. Puts a kick up over the top. It's aimed at the back rower there. Fainu. It's been knocked on by Para, I think. It's ruled play on. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Moses tries to milk 6 more when really I don't. You're at the start of the set anyway. But anyway, whatever. Chat Leaky, as in me, is about as coordinated as the Tigers' attack is right now. Let that sink in. It's not wrong. It's definitely not wrong. Not wrong. Was that earlier this hour watching the Eels reserve grade team because he 50 to the West Magpies at Lincoln side? That is unfortunate. Unfortunately now, the Eels reserve grade team cannot win the NRL Telstra Premiership. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate for them. Kick from Moses. Do you think Leaguie to the Parramatta team is a good move or no? It's a decent move. Like, he needs to find a club for a year. I think it's good for the Tigers to move on. And in terms of Parramatta, if they think they can improve massively next year, which evidently they do, with him as a signing, why not? Could bring them into finals contention if Leaguie plays to the level that I believe that he can play to. All right, run up over the 40 here from Sunia Taruva. This is the fourth. 14 and a half minutes still to go in this first half. I don't know how, but there is. This is going really, really slowly. Really, really slow. Kick from Adam Duehi. Underneath it, Tuolangi. Sorry, Fainu, who knocks it on. I'm gonna ask you guys a serious, like, internal reflection question here, and I want you guys to give it the due consideration that it deserves. See, I'm professionally obliged to be here. I made a commitment to streaming this game. I did, and I don't want to let the commitment down. However, at present, there are 40 people who are watching this stream. As there's a penalty there for Paramount. 40 people who could be doing literally anything else with their lives. They could go outside. They could go on a walk. They could play the guitar. They could get a hobby. They could meet someone. They could have a conversation. They could play GTA Online or FIFA. They could read a book. They could write a poem. They could walk a dog. They could kidnap a dog. Although I wouldn't recommend that. They could call their grandmother. They could call their grandchild. And yet, they're like, no, I'm going to watch the most piss-boring game of rugby league that has ever been delivered on the rugby league calendar, and instead, just do that. Just live through it. Why? Why are you here? Go, leave. You don't need to be here. There's no need. There's no reason. 2 people unironically left about that, and I respect it. I respect that there's 2 fewer viewers now than there were before. Judah says, I bet on the Eels that it's 2:37 a.m. here, so this is where I want to be. Where are you? Where the hell are you? America, I think, probably. They're going to score another try. That's actually quite a nice try. That's quite a nice try.
They're running up, so think it's strong and kicking up the heels. If you want to see how football's played, then come and see the...
That's a nice theme song. I'm going to play it again because, frankly, we're not going to get to play it much today.
They're running up, so think it's strong and kicking up the heels. If you want to see how football's played, then come and see the...
Yes, Ed Council Creepy, you did sit through 82 to 12, and you are a Cowboys fan, but, like, you need to watch your own team. I'd watch the Roosters lose 82 to 12. You've got no obligation here, brother. You ain't got no commitment. You ain't got no skin in this game. Why? Why be here? You've got a child. Be with your child. Yes, so, damn. Well, I admire you for watching not only the sport, but also my stream from the East Coast to the USA. No, they're going to take it off him. Oh, we can't have nice things. We actually cannot have nice things. Let's see. Oh yeah, it does hit Luai's foot after the drop by Mitch Moses for a kick. No try.
There's got to be an investigation into this. There's got to be someone's got to be accountable for this.
God damn it. Agree with what Cooper Croc is saying right now. It's a great call. It's a great call from the bunker. Really nicely done. Really nicely done. Bunker has a right to exist, folks. Bunker has a right to exist. Bunker was promised jurisdiction 2,000 years ago. It has a right to exist. Do you have a girlfriend yet? No. No. I mean, the answer is absolutely no. The answer is no. I want to make that clear. There are moves being made, but the answer is no. The answer is no. Real reason I'm here, I've got 50 pounds on Dewey to vape at halftime. That is a hell of a market. I love that. I love that. That's a good reference from yourself, though. I'm here because I don't have a girlfriend. So, I mean, you're here because you didn't have a girlfriend on February 14, 2024. That's not untrue. Lorenzo, can you stop referencing my shorts? I'm kind of amazed how deep your knowledge goes of them. I didn't know that you were down like that. I'm going to make a number of different versions of that short. And I had some ready to go. And then the Rev crisis happened. So I'm like, oh, okay, I need to just do everything about that now, pretty much. But, yeah. Anyway. So, Volkman short ball there. To find his outside man there. Is that Tinkham Brown up on the 40? It was. Kick from inside the 40 here from Moses. Got angle on it. Not enough, though. And Buller will catch it on the full there. I'm only here because I have nothing better to do. And this is the last thing I have to get right to have my second perfect week this season. Same. Tipping has been good. Just explain which NRL team is like which F1 team. Well, they move around too much. I can't say now that, like... Oh, thank you, WTF.
Thoughts on Bears signing Bosnian Leaguie?
I haven't seen much of his highlights package coming through the grades. I've heard good things. Versatile, spine-style player. A bit of a Kurt Mann archetype where you can play as a bit of a ball-playing lock, but at a stretch can play halves or centers like Mann did earlier in his career. That's what I've heard. It can be very versatile. Sorry, very important to have that kind of player when you're building a new franchise. As there's a good catch from Parramatta. Because it just adds depth across the field. That's sort of what you need. So... decent signing. Not sure about that price tag, but it's only a 2-year deal, so there's not a massive amount of risk around it. Haz says, I would also do a classic matchup, but neither of these teams really deserve fun. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I'm also salty because all my teams have lost. I need catharsis after Haverfordwest County losing to the Airbus UK side in Chimru Premier. They're through here, Samrani. He can't beat Buller, though. Airbus UK? What? They play in the Chimru Premier League? De Silva scored. Thank God there's stuff happening now. How long are your legs? Do you want to see? I'm at that point where I like if you want like I'm wearing tracksuit pants. I ain't wearing green suit pants, but like you know if you want, yes. I've shown feet before on stream. This isn't a problem. Yeah, that's actually that didn't really. How do like? Yeah. I'm 6'2", if that helps. I guess that gives you an indication. Why are we doing this after there's actually a try that's been scored? I could be talking about this try, and yet, like, we've had so many moments in this game where nothing is taking place. Absolutely nothing. And yet, this is the moment where I've been like, yeah, let's just get up and show leg, I guess. Why? I don't know. Doesn't really make a lot of sense to me, but you know, if it's what the people want, it's what the people want. Yeah. 6'2" sideways. Okay, Will, I'm only letting you get away with that because you gave me $30 earlier. You know how much, like, I'm struggling? Because, okay, my animations, right? I trigger it for the home or the away team. So if the Tigers kick a goal, I'll press HG on my keyboard. Home goal. I know this game is at comeback, and Parramatta are playing. So every single time that they do something, I'm like, oh yeah, home team, Parramatta. Of course, but it's not them. Yeah, Airbus got promoted this season. We lost 1-0 in the 75th. That's crazy. What's the... I mean... Oh, thank you, Watson.
Tip for the Leaguie, so the Leaguie not free.
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I mean, I have evidently shown leg for free, but now it's worth $2. That's maybe even... I think that's more of an insult. I think that's maybe even more of an insult. It's worth $2. Thank you, though. Thank you, though. I hope they play the club song if we win. They will. I certainly will.
They're running up so thick and strong and kicking up the heels. If you want to see how football's played, then come and see the Eels.
Okay. Penalty, Parramatta, and it is very much going their way now. Very much is. It's just not happening for the West Tigers here in this game at all. And it hasn't happened, frankly, for quite a long time. I'm amazed that they haven't shown really anything. Like, I know that it's been pretty bad from both teams, but we are now at a point where Parramatta have a bit more of a roll on. They have capitalized on a couple of opportunities, and really, the West Tigers haven't done anything. They haven't fired a shot since Parramatta started getting their tries. Matson says, yeah, but Combat haven't been doing it lately, according to Adam for Talking Para. Oh, actually, no, sorry. I mean, at this ground, they definitely won't play the Para song. Knock on their Kautonga. Because it's a Tigers home game, so they won't play the Parramatta song. They should, I think, but they won't. Maybe. Do I think that? No, I do. I do think that we should have a sort of agreement that the winning team song gets played, even if it's the away team winning. Legman, do karaoke for us, sing Morning Glory by Oasis. I have a good voice. Don't get me wrong. I actually have a good singing voice, but it's got a very specific range. And Morning Glory is not within that range. Songs within that range include Piano Man by Billy Joel, include Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley, include Let It Be by the Beatles. Yeah, there's a Queen song as well. Not Morning Glory, though. I wish it was a thing with the NRL where the winning team's club song is played at full time, even if it's the away team. Yeah, that's what I just said. That's what I just said. Would be nice. TJC, yes. I mean, you are thinking of the right guy. I'm not going to say that you're correct about all those details because I don't know exactly how that all played out. If someone knows, feel free to fill me in. We ain't got anything better to do. And it seems like an interesting sort of creator drama, but anyway. What team in the league has been held scoreless multiple times this season? That's a good question. Has there been one? Is this a quiz or is this just a question? I'd say... No, Dolphins have once. Tigers have once. I'd say probably Tigers. Error there, Tigers. Who are the try scorers? Says Brian McCloskey. The try scorers are... my good friend. Why am I looking it up? Sam Rani and De Silva. I was gonna have a look. I was like, I probably don't remember all the try scores that I remember. There's only 2 tries. 68-0 and 32-0. Tigers, yeah. I agree about the team song thing. I would have liked to hear the Mighty Bulldog song when we beat the Storm at Amy the other night. I can see why they don't want to do it, right? But it would be kind of nice if we lent it to the team songs a little bit more. Junior Barlow, Bears bound, gets it now. It's fine. Moses underneath. Nice ball for Jack Williams. They've just got more spark about them, Parramatta. They've got a lot more spark about them than the West Tigers right now. De Silva to find Bolo. At the back for Volkman. Now in the hands of Iongi. Does well to get about 15 meters away from the West Tigers line now. Samrani to find Volkman. Now Dylan Walker with it. Back to find Mitch Moses. Kick over the top. Try and find Brian Kelly, who does catch it on the full. Not a terrible play. They've still got one more to go here. I know someone called Alice Dean, and I do not live next door to her. I live about a floor above her, though. Kick from Moses across field. It's caught by Parramatta, knocked back. Yongi has it, and we'll just dive with the ball there. Sure, I guess. I like them trying stuff. Got a whistle here. No, they can't do the quick play the ball. That's all it is. Egg says Serie A is so much harder. Yet to get a clean sheet, drew 2-2 to Verona. I got hammered by Fiorentina 5-3. Damn. Is Alistair got you going on the casual coffee date with? No. Nor, if it was, would I tell you absolute fiends, because you would try hunting her down, poor girl. So, no. One thing that I have become very certain of is if I do end up getting a girlfriend, it's funny, when I was a kid, I was like, why do YouTubers keep their girlfriends secret? I don't really see the need for that. I see the need for it now, and I've only got 12k subscribers. It's not, it ain't KSI levels, but I can understand why he does that. Yeah. Would you tell us how it went? It went well. Yeah, we've had it. It went quite well. Nothing, it wasn't, the most wonderful experience of all time, but it was solid. I imagine there will be more. Certainly, I'm interested in there being more. So, yeah. Anyway, played there. De Silva's in the dummy half, going to the left-hand side. Bolo, short ball. But in fact, no, it was just a dummy, and he goes himself. Now in the hands of Moses. Digs deep into the line. Wanted to have a run himself. Is tackled there. A minute and a half left on the clock. This might be the last good attacking opportunity Parramatta get in this half. They kick it from 30 out. It's being chased hard. I think it's by Dylan Walker. He went up for it. Didn't come down with it. And Buller does well there. Unless she wants to be involved, hide it. Yes. No, yeah. Yes. 100%. Absolutely. Will be doing that. Call your crush at halftime? No. I'm not going to do that. Absolutely not going to do that. So 6 more here for the West Tigers. Not ideal. Not what you want. Presley Sal, Carl Coburn, and Harold Mosby. All with hat-tricks for the Pacific Bombers, who currently lead 106-12. Did Pacific typically win big? I know you always say their scores, so I should know. But to be honest, I can't remember the scores in the past. Legman, how's your couch doing? So right, it's currently draped in a doona, which I put over the top of it in order to block out light from coming from the outside world, so that you can actually see the green in the background. Who is Patty J? It's a George Dragons fan. Oh, my stream just died and then came back for a second. My clock says 17 seconds to go. Kick up from Adam Duehi. They had to go with Buller, but really, it wasn't on, and the Tigers will come away from yet another Rugby League half of football with a duck egg on the board. That was an experience, and this game should be over because it feels like it's taken years off my life, but I wanted Parramatta to win for my own tipping, and they currently are. Well, I haven't watched any Ted Lasso before because I don't have the right streaming services, but I know how much I would love that show and will absolutely watch that show one day, including the new season. Pezzett was on Mitchell Moses' duties completed to the refs today. Oh, for the Rezzies. I'm like, Pezzett's not playing. They're showing Wayne Bennett in at halftime. Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing. No way.
Lorenzo Theraborn just redeemed Pepsi Max Sip.
I guess, if you insist. We were doing an NRL grid that was actually, it was looking kind of interesting, so let's finish this and then I'll do a quick 27-0 and that should see us through. Bonkos and played for New South Wales. This is George Chase fan. I haven't spoken to Hammy in a very long time. I don't think he'd probably be fine with it, but it'd be a bit of a weird cold call. Rugby League Forecast Podcast. Hello. It says, it sounds weird, but I commentate my Rugby League 26 games. It's so much fun. You should stream into a Ray Warren voice in a grand final, as in a Ray Warren impersonation. I don't know if I could do the great man justice, but it's a nice thought. I'm glad you enjoy commentating Rugby League 26 games. James Roberts, Broncos, New South Wales is a brilliant shout. Great shout. But I guess it was all pretty much high scores anyway. 100+ point season. I like to go Jermaine Sarkov for these, but I probably don't need it. Adam Reynolds might have had it. Corey Parker might have had it. It's only 50. Yeah, 50 conversions. He would have got that. Right? Right? Corey Parker would have got 50 conversions in a season. Right? Surely. Right? Right? Right. Yes. Hell yeah. I'm having a little crisis right now. For my PDHP practical assessment, I have to make a modified sport by smashing 2 sports together, being Rugby League and Aussie rules. Wow, that is a task. I originally planned to have 16 rules for the game. That was until I read the guidelines and saw the maximum amount of rules I can have is 5. Am I hella cooked? What the hell? That's insane. That's 5? Only 5? I don't know. Tim Manor, Eels, New South Wales. Did Manor play Origin, really? I know he was like a decent player. Yes, he did. There we go. Good shout. Played for New South Wales and played fullback. Moylan. Hell yeah. 100+ point season and played fullback. Any goal kicking fullbacks? Ryan Pappenhausen would have done it. Yeah, I'm gonna send Pappenhausen. My Dutch king. Decently low scores around this corner. 100+ point season in Parramatta. Zomax. Zomax would have done it. Chris Sando, maybe. I'm going to go Sando. He was goal kicker. 1, 2 more premierships Broncos and 2 more premierships Eels. Foxy would have won in 17. Was he still there for when they beat Penrith? I think he was. I think Josh Adokar would have it, but there's a 25.45, and I think that's probably him. Luke Covell, or was he wing? I'm not sure for which spot. You need to say which spots. A Raz Nandva? No, I don't think a Raz Nandva has done any of these. I can't think. I mean, aside from Fox, which I'm only like a little confident about, but I'm pretty sure he was there when they won in 2020 at the Storm. I can't think of a player. No, Madison only got 1 at the Roosters. Sandow is the GOAT of GOATs. Sat behind him one time at Old Protex Stadium. There we go. Nice. Go on, Mario. You're a Parramatta fan. Surely you could think of someone other than Josh Adokar, who's got 2 more premierships. Luai will have that next year. I've got no one, you know. I've got absolutely no one. I'm even trying to think of like older Parramatta sides from back in the day. I really don't know. I think I might have it. We've got the re-roll. Oh, only 1. I thought he might have been. That's okay. I wouldn't have gone with that if we didn't have the reroll. But reroll redo. But yeah. Broncos 2 premierships. Nathan Durkin. Yeah, Rugby League Guru, I'm sure would have had it. Maybe Ben Hannon for Broncos. He got the one at the Cowboys. Was he around long enough to have had one of the like OG like 06 Broncos ones? We can't be risking him. Ben Roberts, maybe for Parramatta. We need better than a maybe after I just gambled and lost on Sando, unfortunately. Broncos 2 premierships, Blair Tickner. See, I just don't know if you're telling the truth or not anymore. I was kind of confident about Salmon, you know. Was there anyone else that went to Para from Penrith, or Blaise Salungi doesn't have even one? I think he was in the 06 team. Do you think enough to send it in? Do you think enough to send it in? I know Granville used to be a Bronco. Was he? No, he wouldn't have been around in 06. I think we just got to go at Okar now. Yeah, and it is the highest one possible. I'd love to know who else was there. 1, 2 or more premierships Broncos. I mean, from the side that won it last year, you could have Reynolds, but I think that's going to be quite high. Darbs? Did he get an early premiership at Broncos? He won in 2010 with Dragons. I wouldn't back into it. Send the polar bear. I'll send the polar bear. I'll send the polar bear. Yeah, good shout. Very good shout. So it was Bronx 06 and then North Queensland. Still a decently acceptable score. I'm just going to set up a quick 27-0 and then we'll be good to go for one of those. Catewell for Bronx. Yeah, he would have had 2. That's true. I'm surprised that Salmon didn't get in there somewhere. Hang on, I've just stuffed something up here. Okay. My OBS was messing up very, very badly. It's okay. We are all good now. Here we go. I'm going to try and speed run this thing. Titans 2017. Oh wait, did they have Hayne at that point? I think they did. I think that was no, they did. Okay, I was going to re-roll immediately there. Great work. Dragons 2017. That wasn't ideal either. Probably. No, they didn't have James Graham. Tarek Sims is underrated in this. Probably gonna have to be Nightingale. Dugan? Would Dugan be high rated? Dugan would be high rated. He's only 83. That's diabolically bad. Newcastle 2024. Yeah, it's got to be Ponga. I don't like using Ponga there. Has to be. He's the best NRL player to have played junior footy for the runaway Bay Seagulls. Couldn't name one. Could not name one, if I am honest with you. This is actually a pretty good start, minus Dugan. Storm 2013, I would have loved to use Slater there. Smith is obviously very good, though. Newcastle 2024. Stop giving me Newcastle 2024. What have I done to deserve this? Gagai. Newcastle 2026. Why are you giving me Newcastle? Stop it. This is killing me. This is actually killing me. Cowboys 2015. Okay, I love that it's just so up and down. We get Hayne, we get Smith, and we get Thurston. And then we get Josh Dugan and Tyson Frizzell. Very annoying. These are not good rolls. I know I have a reroll, but they're not bad enough to use it. This one might be. Probably should have. I don't know. Jamie Lyon could have been an answer to Eels 2+ Prems. True. True, it would have been. Okay, yeah. There's the reroll. There's the reroll. Titans 07. Why? Why is it doing this to me? I'll go Gavin Cooper. If we get like Cleary and Freddie, it could save something, but really it's not going to. Broncos 2015. We can get a good back rower here. We can get a good back rower here. Corey Parker. Tigers 2014. Nasta. Marshall. It's always Thurston and Marshall in the halves. Tigers 2024. I don't think I've ever got worse rolls than this. Literally. I don't think I've ever got worse rolls than that. We lost our first 4 games. Just play with ratings? No, I don't want to play with ratings. That was so unlucky. That was so unlucky. Yeah, Mario, Lion played for the Eels. Quite a bit. He played for the Eels, then moved to St. Helens. Anessa was a good player, TJC. Waz06, Wiki. This one I really need to speedrun. Manly 1998. Give me the boy. Where's the back row? 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 Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Was this? No, this wasn't before Menzies' time. I'm blind. Oh, there he is. It's literally second. Lol. Back row sorted. Tigers 01. A bit early. Bit early. Oh, do we have Hodgson on the wing? Hodgson on the wing anywhere? No. Really? I hope I'm not just missing him. Okay, right. Who then? I'll be honest, I don't really know many of these people. I've heard of John Carlo. He's 84, okay. It's probably the best I could have got with that. Storm 2022, that's good. That's very good. Give me Grant. Manly 1999. You know, you've already got Menzies. It's not really what you want. Cliffy, probably. It's got to be Cliffy. It's got to be Cliffy. 89's fine. Dragons 04. Okay, we can sort out the centers here. Or one of them anyway. Through Gaznia. If Carlo's the worst player we get, we might be okay. Manly 11. You don't want to use Brett Stewart in at fullback. I want to hold out for a better fullback than that. I'll take... not at lock. Maybe Brent Kite? Yeah. Yeah, it's probably the play. Cronulla 06, there we go. That's why I don't use the lock position. Although, well, actually, I'm going to pick Allen at front row anyway. That's not bad. Newcastle 2025, that is kind of bad. I don't think I'm going to take a Ponga. I'm going to re-roll that. Really, if I'm gonna, oh no, that was the bad re-roll. That was a very bad re-roll. No, okay, 4.5 back is probably the play, but oh no, I'm not picking Hopewadi fullback. I thought he might be on the wing. Josh Jackson. Damn it, that's reluctant. Storm 2024. Okay. I'll pick Coates on the wing. I'm holding out for better spine players. Like Nathan Cleary. I know they're coming out again. I'm going as quick as I can. I'll pick Walsh at the back. I should have picked Roger on the wing. Eels 1998. Forget it. Forget 14 and 10. Jesus Christ. That had the bones of an okay team, you know. Bones of an okay team. Oh, sorry, TJC. I understand now. I understand. There's kickoff of half number 2. There's just... Have you seen a more blunt rugby league football team than the West Tigers right now? I will say, if the coach of the West Tigers currently wasn't Benji Marshall, if he was just a coach with the exact same, you know, record, I don't think he has the job next year. How did your finals go? In that 27-0, I just skipped them. In fact, I didn't even skip them. I didn't even do them. You want me to do them? I have closed the tab. Actually, I can't do them. I had 7 Roosters players in my Form July teams, 4 NRLW and 3 NRL. How many can you guess? Okay. Form July teams. I'll go Sam Walker. I'll go James Tedesco. Although, no, Tedesco... Well, Tedesco did get a hat-trick, but he only played 2 games, so maybe not Tedesco. I'm going to need Olase, probably not. And then NRLW, you'd have Kelly. You'd have Kelleher. You'd have Surges. And you'd have Koenig. I'm not that confident about those, to be honest. Like, man, what's 9 times 3? 27. Someone mentioned TJC. It's someone called TJC23. I don't think it's the TJC you're thinking of. Is that another error? No, the ball's come out the back there. It was a penalty of Parramatta, by the way. I was too busy doing guesses about Roosters NRLW players. Like, does Liam Kennedy not have anything better to do? Go spend some time with the kids, mate. That is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. So on the first, Walker gets it now to find, I think it's Tinkham Brown, is it? Is it? He looked a bit small to be Tinkham Brown, actually. Was that Junior Bolo? No, it was Tinkham Brown. Good, okay. Never mind. Walker, short ball. Now Junior Bolo with it. Moses had a bit of a half opportunity, but was tackled there. On the third, Para could get to 18 here, and frankly, I don't think the West Tigers will, so if they do, it could be game. Samrani with it, 2-on-2. He's got Herbert the pervert to deal with. Adokar steps around a couple. Ball comes out the back. It's been played out by the Tigers, and I think they have recovered it here. Going to be played there by Adam Dewey. That's not good. The Fox has had confidence in this game, but he's not come up with good moments. At all. Asmad says, I found all 5 possible answers for Eels 2+ premiership square. Okay, well, Adokar we got. Jamie Lyon as well. I really don't know. I really don't know the others. Who's your favorite NRLW? Oh, retired NRLW player. That's a good question. Probably Sam Bremner. Has that been knocked on Tigers? Jesus Christ. I'm losing the will. I am absolutely losing the will. Josh Adokar, Jamie Lyon, Paul Watuira, Anthony Watmo. True, I forgot about Chock Watmo. And Jermaine Hopgood. No. No. Hopgood wouldn't have. No. Hopgood didn't play any... Well, he played a tiny bit of first grade at Penrith. But he didn't play in either grand final. Or any of the 2 grand finals. Then Rugby League Project lied to me. It did. It did. I don't know what to tell you, but Jermaine Hopgood certainly didn't play in 2 grand final wins for Penrith. Okay, De Silva's in a dummy half here on the first. Dylan Walker with it. Short ball, Junior Bolo. But it said he has 2 comp wins for the NRL Premiership. He might have played into Premiership winning seasons. Potentially. But we're talking like 3 games in each of them. The final game that Jermaine Hopgood played for Penrith was a State Cup final win. I was there. He played 9 games for Penrith. So, Shirley Skilton, thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much on YouTube. Much appreciated. Yeah, he played 9 games in 2021 and 2022, neither of which were in a grand final. I don't even think he would have played in a finals game. So, yeah. Have they nearly scored there through Faulkman? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I think Leaguie Swear's got this bang on here. We've got a review here. It has gone up as a Parramatta knock-on, though. Let's see here. It's not... I think that's back from Sam Ryan. No, he knocked it back initially, then he's dragged it forward there. It's gonna be a knock-on. It should be a knock-on anyway, in my opinion. As we see a great shot of Liam Kennedy getting some hydration in. That's augmented my life. Thoughts on Taran Aiken not being injured? I'm a big fan of Taran Aiken not being injured. Knock on Samarani. What you would expect. What you would expect. Okay, we've had 5 minutes gone in the second half. It feels like it should be 10. I do think Parramatta deserve to be more than 12 ahead. They've been notably the better team. I mean, yeah, it's been bad capitalization, I guess what we'd say, on attacking opportunities. Penalty there. Liam Kennedy awards it to the West Tigers. How much was the blazer? Cannot remember. It was not the most expensive thing. It's a very low quality blazer. It's like a toga, really. Will you ever auction the blazer? I don't think so, no. I'd want to keep it. I'm a very sentimental person. if you want me to shave my head and bring back the beard to George Dragons fan, I will just be Rugby League Guru. I literally just will be. And I feel that I need to have my boyish charm in order to have the takes that I have. So I think I prefer it that way. Just put the fries in the bag and end this god-awful game. Should we just pretend that it's over? Should we just pretend? And that's full time, ladies and gentlemen. Parramatta come away with a rare win for them in the 2026 season. But they were favourites heading into it. It's what you would expect. I will leave it there. We'll be back next week. Not for, unfortunately, Friday's games. I'll be out at them, but should be able to do Thursday. And Saturday, I'll be back in Canberra. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
You'll hear a tremendous roar go up as Parramatta take the field. Just look at the blue and gold of the mighty Eels. They're running up so thick and strong.
Yeah, a bloody wish. A bloody wish. I bloody wish, but no. I wonder how many people were like, oh, on God, he's ending the stream? Really? Unfortunate. Alright, drop out, Parramatta. Drop out, Parramatta. Moses will kick it low and hard, and it just does nothing. That was never going to go over the touchline. It was not really going to force an error. I don't know. Bro actually did it? No, bro actually did not do it, unfortunately. Would have been funny. Tiger try. Tiger try. Bolle. Bolle. Oh, he's done so well. He's done very well there for Noah Bolle. He's done very, very, very well there. Yes, Tigers. Come on. Come on.
We are the Tigers in black, white and gold. Stout-hearted men, all fit and bold.
I mean, technically, it's game on. It's game on. They'll convert this. And it's a 6-point ball game. That is such soft defense. Straight through to Silva. And just kept barnstorming to the line. Yeah. That is really poor. Look at this tackle attempt for Tala de Silva again. There is nothing doing. Nothing doing. I didn't swear. I didn't swear. Unless, would you say, what was it? Passive-aggressive little bitch of the year. Is that what we're saying is a swear word? Do the dance to the Tiger song? You know what? Fine, I'll do it.
We are the Tigers in black, white and gold. Stout-hearted men, all fit and bold.
It's a marching song. But a song in the comp, I'm pretty sure you meant this one.
We're the bad and mean green machine. Fearsome men from the ACT.
That's the best song in the league. It just is the best song in the league. It is the best song in the league. Like, man, I'm banning you from social media for being a basket case. Well, that's a shame. Although I don't think you have the jurisdiction. There's no way that you can ban me from social... Wow, maybe he was able to ban me from social media. Conversion there for the Tigers. Oh, there's Adderall Fanatic and Matty G and Shaq and there's a few Tigers creators. That's nice. That's nice. Let's see a few Tigers creators. They like it. We know the best one. Here come the Roosters. It's just not. That's the best song in the league. Worst song in the league, as we know, is... But does St. George Illawarra have a theme song? Because that's the St. George theme song. It's not the Illawarra theme song. You did it. You banned him, literally. Literally. St. George Dragons fans says, I think Beard Leaguie and current Leaguie are completely different people. What makes us different, do you reckon? Aside from physical appearance. Cronulla's club song is a real club song? What makes it a real club song? Up over the 20 there. Played by Adam Duehi on through chorus out by Tony Suka. The Dragons only have Oh When the Saints. Yeah, so it's not... I should probably just use that as the soundbite. I'll get around to changing it at some point. Josh Adakaba. Yay! Telegraph Hill, my favorite song that plays on the live stream, is playing in the background. vibes are different between non-beard Leaguie and beard Leaguie. Do you reckon beard Leaguie was a more serious individual? Because the first rewind I made, I'm pretty sure, was beard Leaguie. The main reason I had a beard, I mean, I liked it. I did like it. However, there was a girl I really liked at the time who said that she liked the beard. But in years gone by, I've probably come to realize that she probably was saying it to be polite rather than it being her actual opinion. So, kind of a, like, really epic prank long term if you think about it. I did like it, though. I did like it. Good tackle there. Very good tackle there on Dream Buller. Very good work. Mantis says it's up there with the AFL Club song, short, they don't drag on like the South Spot, or the Melbourne one. The Melbourne one's like 3 minutes long. Twal with it. Standing in the tackle, eventually put to the ground. I think next try scorer... I'm not prepared to say next try scorer wins. Especially if it's Tigers. But if Parramatta get it, I think it could be... Could be curtains. Knock on there. For sure, I'm low. We were saying pre-game what kind of match this was going to be. And I was like, if it's a 12... What did I say? It's like 16-8 or whatever. That'd be diabolical. That's what we're going to get. That's what we're going to get. The Storm one really is bad. Beard made you look like a diddler, and clear shave made you look like the guy who got riddled by Beard U. That is a crazy thing to say. That is a crazy thing to say. But the reason why that is a crazy thing to say, you have no idea why that's a crazy thing to say. And you would not be able to guess in a million years why that's a crazy thing to say. The video that I've got coming out on Monday makes that exact joke. I want it to be shown. I didn't steal it from WTF. It's in the video. I literally say that. That's so funny. That's so funny that you would say that. It's probably my favorite joke in the whole video. I say that bearded me, as Adokar said, a bit of space tackle there. Bearded me looks like someone who's not allowed within 100 yards of a score, and current me looks like one of his victims. That's actually crazy. Moses with it. It's a 4-on-3, and they completely waste the overlap by doing a cutout pass. Why would you not go through the hands there? I don't know. I don't get it. Hey, Leaguie, someone just redeemed a thing. Nope.
French under.
Nope. 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 Muted. Ah, fine.
Charlie Guymer changed the color to yellow.
I let one in at the end. I let one in at the end. Because there's nothing going on in the game. Do not... I'm sorry, but I'm not going to change the background color because I am not letting people abuse the text of speech. Not letting people abuse the text of speech. I'm pretty sure you know that. You might have even done it in the past. So I'm sorry. I'm not changing the color. I'm not changing the color. I apologize. May out wide to find Hiamasi... Sorry, not Hiamasi Makasini. It's Taruva. Makasini now with it. Gets it to Luai. Seyfarth with a run there. I think that's a timeout. It's no, it's not a timeout. It's not a timeout. I just won't change the background color. Carousel to find Dewey. Luai. They got space out wide. Not enough space though. Taruva with it. Taruva's on the other side. Wait, what? Okay, I'm getting the Tigers wingers confused. I'm like, they're both near Taruva. It's Tupou, not Taruva. Right. Luai. To find Dewey. Puts a kick in behind. No one was chasing that. Absolutely no one was chasing that. Absolutely no one was chasing that. I think they've let it go dead, have they? Or did Moses play at it? I thought Moses played at it. Good run there from Carousel, but there was no chases there. No chases there. I love the dedication you've got though, French Charlie Gummer. It is very funny. It is very funny. Moses with a short dropout. It will go the distance. No, it won't go the distance. It had a bad bounce. Very bad bounce. Who's the best Tupou in the NRL? Tupou Sopoaga. That's definitely not how you pronounce his name. And he's also a very retired player. Now, that's ball knowledge for myself. That's ball knowledge for myself. Played 25 games back from 2013 to 2015. 2 per Sopawanga. It would be Sopawanga. It would be Tupo Sopawanga for Cronulla and Penrith. How do I know that? Why do I know that? What's the point of me knowing that? What's the point of me being an absolute knower of ball knowledge? You know what I mean? Kick it behind. Taruva will chase. It's been caught and carried dead by Iongi. Roosters informed teams were Kernick, Kelly, Surges, Parky. Okay. Tupou Smith and Nutcha. Nutcha. Really? Bit of love for Nutcha. There we go. Nice. I'll take that. Take the suit blazer off. And take me to dinner first, Lorenzo. Jesus. Jesus. I don't know if I would agree on Nutcha, but it's nice to see him getting some love. I think he's very underrated. NRL great half player. Very true. Very true. And that dropout also does not go 10. French Charlie Geimer says, Charlie Geimer is the greatest male in the NRL at the moment. Is he playing today? Is he out injured? I think he's out injured. All right, here we go. Dewey here, across the fight in May. Now Luai, they've got numbers. They are not going to use the numbers. They just go underneath. Sure, I guess, if you like. If you like. If that floats your boat. Kurosawa across the fight in Terrell May. How has this game been? Terrible. It's been really, really bad. Really bad. Luai with it. Dewey knocks it on. And if that just doesn't exemplify it. Although Parramatta are away here. They're away through Ronald Volkman, and he gets into the Fox, who knocks it on himself. Advantage was taken. I like that they've ruled advantage was taken. Jesus, oh, the Fox has actually had a terrible game, bro. Terrible. No, Kronk is saying someone take control, and literally, someone take control. The pass was on the chest of Adokar. Absolute try time if he gets it. Oh my god. Neither of these teams deserve this. Yeah, neither of them should win. Neither of these teams should win. That play just summed up the game. It did. It did, Will. It absolutely did. And it upsets me deeply. I really don't want to sit through this and have Tigers win, so I go 7 out of 8 on tipping this week. That's not what you want. Kurosawa with it. Luai is gingerly getting up from this tackle. And he gets a penalty for it. The bunker had a hell of a look at it. Jack Williams does the stock footage. Me? Penalty there. Fox has been dire today. He's been terrible. He's come up with... I'm by my count, it's 3 errors. But it's not just 3 errors. It's 3 errors... like in line break moments, in try scoring potential situations. Yes, that's what NRL.com has it at. 3 errors. Ah, jeez. Okay. No, we're locked in. Kurosawa goes to the left hand side. Bole, the try scorer. Iongi he lost his footing. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what happened. But anyway, Kurosawa with it. May just holds it in the tackle. Kurosawa with it now. Sprays it out wide. Now in the hands of Adam Dewey. He's crabbing back across the other way. He gets through and he's going to score here. He celebrates it. We've about to be leveled up. They've just... the way they've scored their tries are just like, let's just try and run. What a moment, and we might actually have a good finish. Who wins from here? Your guess is as good as mine.
We are the Tigers in white and gold, stout-hearted men, all fit and bold.
10 points to 12, and it was just absolutely broken play. Absolutely broken play. Offloads, no direction. Dewey gets it as outside man, just steps inside. 1, steps inside 2. That's such soft defense. Jeez, the where he actually broke through that line, that is such soft defense. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Reckless Ollie. I'm sorry. You will get a win next week against these Eels if they play like this, that's for sure. So something to look forward to. It's actually just diabolically bad. Anyway, crowd 13,125. Not great for 2 Western Sydney teams on a fine Sunday, Arvo. Don't call them a Western Sydney team. Madsen's going to blow up. But yes, I was saying that earlier. That is a diabolically bad crowd. That is a terror. I get that these teams don't have anything to play for, but that is a shocking crowd. And look, I take it personally because the joke is my team gets no crowds to games. And you would think that these teams do. Really? 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 We have that's lower than our lowest crowd this season. And our lowest crowd, home crowd this season from memory would have been Friday 6 p.m. against Melbourne. This is Sunday afternoon footy against a local rival. Yeah. Wagga Wagga got a better crowd aggregately. What was the... Now, yeah, how many people showed up to Wagga? Alright. Hello, Storm on top. Good to see you. They'll I'm putting it on the board. He's going to convert this. Who cares? Who cares? He hasn't kicked it on my screen. He's probably kicked it on yours. Goal. Goal. NRLW Metro got a 14k aggregate in Wagga Wagga. When you say aggregate, what are we saying there? You mean average? Because aggregate would be like everything combined. This is a very 8th game of the round type game. Yes, it is. It really is. It really, really is. Come on, Para. Can you just clutch up for me, please? Can you? Hello, Harrison Edwards. Welcome to the field. This is going to be one of the more forgettable games you've ever been a part of. What's with the Tigers Haas players and being in the news for internal rugby league affairs? Calvin Luai. Well, Luai is because people like to hate on Luai, even though he hasn't actually done anything wrong. But, yeah. Both days combined. Oh, okay, so 7k each day. I see. Okay. Okay. That's not bad, then. That's not bad. I wonder what... a better indicator in my mind would be... What was the crowd at each game... what was the average of those numbers? But anyway, yeah, I see. No, my name is Dylan, French Charlie Geimer. I don't know where you've got Hamish from. Name ain't Hamish. It ain't. Good pass back there for Iongi. No, it's rolled forward. It was not a good pass. The Tigers are in this. If I was to set betting odds right now as to who's winning this game, I'd put it towards Tigers. I'd put it towards Tigers. I really would. Someone earlier today said Parramatta would disappoint you when they were right. Well, they scores are level, but, you know, maybe. Maybe. That's kind of funny, Hasman. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, country New South Wales is sort of what you would expect. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not having that, St. George Dragons fan. I'm not having that. Even though you said to, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Raiders would get like 10 to 12k, I think, at Wagga. My memory is spotty as hell. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, to be honest, I thought it might be a little more than 7,000 people on each day. I don't know. It's not like massively far below my expectation, but it is lower than my expectation. Okay. Played there by Dewey, Coruscant, getting it to find Fanua Bolle. Defenders slipping over everywhere, left, right, and center. Left, right, and center. Coruscant gets it to find Adam Dewey. Kick him behind. Samrani will play at it. Will try and escape the in-goal. Will not successfully escape the in-goal. He was hit very hard there. I really did well to hold the ball. Raiders' last game at Wagga was 10,445 in 2023 versus Finns. There we go. I wanted to go, but I had too much on / needed to recover. Yeah, no, it's not your fault. Not your fault. It's just, I think, you know, with these country towns, like, you know, when we do go out that way, it's very important that they come out in droves so that it rewards the NRL for awarding them. You know what I mean? Like, having moved NRLW Magic Round away from Newcastle, you reckon they wouldn't have got more than 7K at Newcastle? I don't know how well they've done in the last couple of years for crowds for NRLW Magic Round in Newcastle, but it's been, like, horribly raining both of those years. 6 more there. If it's even comparable, like, you would send it back to a big city from next year onward. Thoughts of Para making top 8 next year? Not if they play like this. They need to actually tackle players. Generally speaking. 16 minutes left. Here we go. Dwayne with it. Now in the hands of Luai. Out the back. Buller stepping away from a couple. Can't quite get there. Still 3 tackles left here, though, for the West Tigers. I wouldn't agree with that, Hasman, certainly. But I haven't been to GeoHex, but Suncorp is brilliant for Magic Room. Luai with it. 7K is also 10% of the population. Okay. Okay. You'd have to figure out traveling fans into that as well, though. But yeah, sure. Cut out pass, and a try's gone begging. Try's absolutely gone begging for Sunia Taruva. He's frustrated with himself. He overran it slightly. There's not a lot of points on offer in this game, and there's a try that's gone begging there. If the weather was good, Newcastle would have got 20K aggregate, probably 12K the day Newey playing 8K the other day. Yeah, I think that's about... I know you're speculating, but I think that would be about right. Which is... I guess not massively more, but it is more. Do it in Canberra, mate. The whole, you know, like, festival atmosphere you can get around GIO Stadium would be great. Okay. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm not locked in. Oh, I'm so tired. We're here though. We're here though, and I'm gonna be up till like 4 in the morning editing, and it's fine. They've knocked it on. Why am I watching this game? Why am I watching this game? Why am I here? What am I doing? There's no need. It's just pointless. Everything about this fixture of rugby league football just makes no sense. I don't like it. I need the emotional and physical support of my microphone right now to keep my head from just falling. It's not what you want. It's not what you need. I never really did. I think I would be broadcasting just absolute crash outs on YouTube. But here we are. Here we are. And I hope it's as entertaining as you know. It is boring for me. Okay. Okay. The way with it. Buller intercepts. Good tackle though on Brian Kelly. Good reactions from Makasini. It's just the worst rugby league football ever. You know what? I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm gonna angle my camera down here so that I can just like I could do this. Because I don't care, and I want to sit back and rest a little bit. Let's watch it. Offload from Kartonga. It bounced forward. It ended up with the Tigers. It's play on. Seyfarth is away. Seyfarth will score. Seyfarth will score. Seyfarth is actually going to go the length. What the? This game is so very bad. It's going to go up as no try. We can't even celebrate it. He's got no try. I tell you what, the Tigers, the 12 Tigers fans that showed up to this game, they're going nuts. NRI said, I did not realize you were live. Oh, well, yeah, there seems to be a running theme with you. Why? I'm live for like almost every game. I announce my streams on Tuesdays. Yeah, it's been knocked out by Seyfarth. No try. We just can't have nice things. We just cannot have nice things. I swear down. It's not. Should I just do every stream for this angle? I think it's a nicer angle. Tuavise Tominico says, ahoy, mates. I don't mean to make you feel unwelcome here. I really don't. And I appreciate you for coming along. But just don't. You shouldn't be here. This is a diabolically terrible game of rugby league football. You do something else with your life. Go learn a language. Go start a club. Are you doing NRLW streams this week? I don't know. It's hard. I'm going to be up in Sydney for Thursday and Friday. Then I'm going to try and come back here in time for Saturday's games. It's going to be intense, though. It's going to be intense. I'll do whatever I can. Completion rate 75% Tigers, 62% Eels. Eels doesn't surprise me. Tigers does. I thought it would be lower than that, but they've had errors in key moments. Learn Dutch? I'm across that already, but yes, learn Dutch. Okay. I like those suggestions there, Council Creep. I like it. No, don't say sorry, bro. I'm not... I'm joking. No. I'm so sorry if you didn't get the joke. No. I'm kidding. I'm saying I'm so sorry. You are welcome, and I thank you for being here. I really do. But I'm like, it's just not a good game. I don't mean to make you feel bad. I really don't. Moses gets up and plays it. They're on the 4th here, 20 meters out. The pass was well in front of DeMel, and he did well to get it, to be honest. Falkman. Back to find Isaiah Iongi. Loses the ball! Just drops it cold. Just drops it cold.
Lorenzo just redeemed Pepsi Max sip.
Cooper Crocker's walked away. That's so bad. That's actually so bad. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. This game is how AFL fans describe rugby league? Yeah. Please on God's earth don't go to Golden Point. If this game goes to Golden Point, I'm committing to this right now. I'm not doing it. I'll let the stream continue. Sure. If you guys want a place to talk about it, I'm not. I'm getting changed. I'm going. I'm getting on with my life. I don't know if that's true, actually. I'd like to be able to commentate one of these teams running in Golden Point. That seems kind of good. You somehow look worse during this game more than when you finish your entire GTA playthrough. Harris, I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the GTA playthrough. It was way easier than I expected. This has not been. Though they've got space through Taruva. Support is inside. Taruva will put boots to ball. It's being chased through. And no, it's not a try. Para survive. Yet another chance. No, sorry. Let another chance gone begging. I'm not surprised. These teams are trash. Look, I get it. We can't all be the Roosters. We can't all score 82s. But, you know, like, at the same time, I can't think of a rhyme. I'm absolutely dying in a para wonderland. You're gonna get changed on camera, Leaguie? No. I'm keen to keep my career. On the last. Although, you know what? Yeah, it'd be fine. Nothing worth it. You see the beach. Line 11 minutes left to go. That's worth the celebration. Hell yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
Phil Gould likes 9/11 jokes confirmed. Para and Wonderland don't belong in the same sentence. I know. I know. Please don't go to Golden Point. Just kick a field goal. At this point, I don't care if I lose my perfect round of tipping. I don't give a damn. Well, no, not really across the UFC, to be honest. Not my thing, combat sports. I'm genuinely, my head is in spin right now. My head is in spin. Can we send help or something? I feel bad. I'm playing into it. Don't worry, it's not that bad. Dewey hits it. It's too low, is it? I think it's too low and to the side. It's awarded. It's awarded. Okay. I'm back. I'm so back. I thought it was low and to the side. No, it snuck in. It snuck in. What rugby league poetry it would be if Adam Tweedy, after the week that, 2 weeks really, that he's had, wins this for the Tigers. I gotta say, very surprised. Because I thought Parra were going to go on with this. The kick's too short? Really? Damn. That's poor. Oh, unless it did break the plane, did it? What a call this is, if true. Given that they scored in the 21st and 31st minute... No, okay, it is Tigers ball. I'm surprised that they didn't go on with this, really. But anyway. The Touchies had the opportunity to do the funniest thing with the low field goal. They did. It would have been reviewed anyway, but they did. Who are you going for? Parramatta, I tipped them. And Corey Sauer across to find Alex Troll. I do prefer the Tigers, though, so I don't really care. Why did AI put this game at the 4:05 primetime game? I don't know. Luai to Duehi. If they score a try here, it's one. If they score a try here, it is absolutely one. Here we go. Corey Sauer across to find Luai underneath safer. They're just soaking up the clock here. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Corey Sauer on the last. Gets it to Dewey. Will he put a kick in? He will. It's a little grubber. It's caught. Slips catch from Samrani, who is going to be forced to play it on the 10-meter line. So not, good field position, certainly, for Parramatta. The Fox. That's a rare good moment from him in this one, unfortunately. They've got a bit of space out there. Can't go through their hands, though. Moses is just, trigger happy on that cut-out pass. He needs to do the draw and pass a lot more, I feel. I know more about rugby league than Mitch Moses does, certainly. Penalty! Penalty! That's a huge moment. With less than 6 minutes on the clock, they were going nowhere. Mario, thank you so much.
Parra are the only team in the league that needs one its players to have a Haynes season or just have one of the best attacking teams ever, e.g. 2001 and 2005. It's a never-ending cycle of pain.
It is. It really, really is. This is the set for them. This is the set for them. How do they manage it? Could we have 13 points apiece? I'm back now, to be honest. If it means Parramatta have a chance of winning, I'd take Golden Point. Thank you for the $15, though, Mario. Your pain is something I'm very glad I don't need to go through personally. Moses with it had an option to go short, doesn't. That was a risky pass, very risky pass to Yongi. They should use this play to set up in the middle. Don't even pass it. No need to pass it. Yes, that's nice. It's beautiful. Was it forward? Was a caller forward? Moses surely in field goal. Why is he not in field goal? Oh, it's only the fourth. Never mind. Now he should be in field goal position. Why is he not? Why is he not? Why is he not? That's why he's not. That's why he's not. Okay. I'm gonna say something here, and this is something that I believe wholeheartedly about the logic of life. You do not judge a decision made at the moment at which that decision was made based on the outcome of that decision. You base it on the probability of outcomes at the point that the decision was made. Moses not being in field goal position there was absolutely terrible. Awful. Not the play to go for the try there. It worked. It worked. And I have to give them that. It worked.
So thick and strong and kicking up the heels. If you want to see how football's played, then come and see.
It worked. But my God, that was not the right decision. Wowzers. That's absolute. It's not absolute rugby league. It's absolute dog, you know what. But anyway. Egg says, are you nervous Eddie Howe's out for Newcastle at the time where Derby's ours this year? I don't think it will be. It might be, actually. I think Newcastle will still have a better team. But curious as to why the decision was made, like, you know, in preseason. They spent the entire World Cup break just mulling over it, and now that you've got the need to set up for a season, they got rid of the coach. I don't get it. Anyway. Okay. It's actually devastating for Tigers fans. It really is. There's a guy in the background in a Wiggle shirt. I love that. This game is not over. There's 3 minutes to go. Tigers will kick off short. Let's see. He hits it. It's a have enough bend back. No, it doesn't. 3 points is the margin. 3 points is the margin. They need to set up for a short field goal here, the West Tigers. You need to try, though. It was good for Moses to hold out that ball. Very good pass, but yeah. When are you debating Hedgehog Fred? On Wednesday. I don't know when the debate will be out, but we're doing the debate. We're recording it on Wednesday. I left at 12-12. What has happened? Duehi field goal. Moses did not clutch up by not being in position for a field goal, but it meant that he could get an absolutely brilliant try assist to Isaiah Iongi. 16-13. Moses missed. Well, I'm picking the former. The former. Is that Tuivaiti who's going to come off for a HIA? Okay. 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 Leaguie look weird with no beard? I disagree. I've known most of my life without a beard. All except like 1 year, so... Okay. It's time to have uncomfortable conversations about Para 26 and Roosters 18. Was that a game earlier this year? Did we lose to Parramatta? If so, I've just completely wiped that from my mind. No, we beat them 28-12. What are we talking about here? No, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I would be very surprised if this is a possible scoregami egg, given that it's such a low-scoring game. It is a weird scoreline, though. I'll give you that. Para have it. I was looking at whether we beat them earlier in the year or not. Go back to the beat? Nah, I'm good. On the fourth here, there's 2 minutes left to go in this game. Edwards gets it to find Moses. Now a run from the Kumasalian, Jack Williams. This is the last. The Tigers should only have one set of 6 to go here. They put a kick up over the top. It's aimed at Brian Kelly. Kelly doesn't even bother trying to contest it. He just wants to pin Makasini down that end. They need to go the entire length of the field if they're going to get a try here. They need something. They need something. Buller with it. Tackled there by Walker and Katonga. No, yeah, yes, it was Katonga. It was Katonga. Dewey says nothing's doing that side. Go back towards the middle. Run from 12. This is the fourth. They need to do something here. They need to do something here. They need to fire a shot of some kind. Coruscant gets it through now to find Luai. There's a bit of space out there. The wingers were not coming up with them. If the wingers had occupied that space that was that wide, there could have been a chance. They're going to put a kick in. They will. This is a midfield bomb. Hit and hope. The kick chase isn't really big, and that's, you know, that's pretty much game. There's a minute left on the clock, and Para starting a set here. They'll go slowly, and they'll just try and hold this ball. Edwards in a dummy half. Now on to find Jordan Samrani. Will says, "Tu bist good Canuck." Thank you so much for saying that. That means a lot. Parramatta win? Yes, they do, and I think they deserve... I think they were a better team, but they don't deserve a win. I'll say that. I'll say that. Enter ahead is 20 seconds ahead of me. But I'm ahead of my match clock, so anyway. Walker tackle there. Plays it very, very slowly. And was to find Moses. He runs it and tries to kick it dead. He can't. Can't kick it over the touchline, so they get it with 10 seconds to go here now. Buller with it. Now to find Herbert the pervert. On to find Junior Tupou, who does get enough float away from Makasini. Taken high potentially there. No, that's game. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation or this godforsaken game of rugby league football, because that was awful. Thank God, bro. Okay. I'm gonna lock the hell in now, because I've just spent 4 hours making content. Why don't I just go and make more content now? That's the play. That's what you want to do. I already ended this stream once. I will end it again. I do want to say, given that there's 49 of you here right now, I do want to thank you all. I know not all of you are here for the whole time, but especially those who are here for the whole time. Thank you so much. We will be back next week. I will, no, I will not be streaming Thursday's game. I will not be streaming Thursday's game, actually, and I'm at the Friday game. So, it's actually not going to be till next Saturday that you see me. I'm so sorry about that. But admittedly, next Thursday's game, I was like, I could have rearranged my plans, but it's Titans-Cowboys. Ain't no one care about Titans-Cowboys. If it was a better game, I would have done it. But, it doesn't really matter. And you can't be upset because you're going to get a 40-minute video from me on Monday. 10% chance of Tuesday, but on Monday. So thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to go get a life. See you later, everyone. Goodbye.